family's minivan. The doctor calls on Wednesday, right before your flight, to talk about your colorectal exam. You're back to work on Thursday and your boss is all uptight, 'cause you didn't push your best-selling brand. But now it's the Friday drive and it's story time. Yes, it's story time. The one time a week when you can truly plan to kick back and listen to story time. Yes, it's story time. We're pushing it out on every airwave we can. We're on both 105.1 and 1080 The Fan. Part of the Fan's Global Sports Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Harrington. Hi.
Hi.
Good little open.
How are you?
Yeah, great. How are you?
Good.
Are you as good as
I'm great.
Are you as good as Shedeur Sanders right now?
Is Shedeur Sanders good? Why? Did he just shoot 38 on the backside at Juniper?
Oh,
Boom.
hey,
Coming out
dude.
dropping nuggets.
Dude, wait. Okay, we'll get back to Shedeur. Criminally underrated Central Oregon course, Juniper.
100%.
Why does no one ever talk about Juniper?
I don't know. It's a muni. It's always in great shape. It is a great mix of holes. It's fun. It's perfect.
A great mix of holes.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, it is.
indeed.
Wait, easy now. Easy.
It's a good track. Yeah, Sanders is lighting him up.
He's 11 of 18 for 100 yards.
Well, he looks good.
But he does have
11
two.
of 18
He does
for 100 yards is lighting him up.
Well,
he has 2 touchdowns and he does not look overwhelmed. How about that?
he looks pretty good.
Okay.
And Dion has already tweeted, "God is good," and what now?
What now? So again, we're going to try to make a first half preseason game. We're going to try to make it out as he is the second coming of Tom Brady and or Jesus.
That's right. Now,
Or he could simply be a mix of Jesus and Fergie. I mean, that has been done before, right?
That is true. Yes, indeed.
I picture you sitting out on that back little deck there at Juniper. Is that where you are right now?
You know what? We literally we pulled away, and I pulled into the general store a few minutes ago, and a lady was like, "Oh man, we just got over the pass, and we expected to listen to you on the radio." And I was like, "Oh, radio! That's right, thanks."
Oh,
And so then, I turned my phone on.
thanks, lady.
Yeah. Look at that. Out there
thanks,
doing the Lord's work.
You're at Black Butte then, huh?
Exactly. It's like Jesus and Fergie were at the general store, and they were like, "Hey, just reminding you."
Central Oregon is it's a wonderful place.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Be out there in a couple weeks.
It
Can't wait.
is.
All right.
Yeah.
So Harrington family sources are telling us, Joey, there's something we need to bring up with you. And it is
With
that,
me?
yes, we need, so we had a candy bar segment on the show the other day. Don't ask me why, but we
Ooh.
did.
Okay.
And our sources close to your family are telling us that your mother's favorite candy bar is the Big Hunk.
Mm-hmm.
Can you confirm or deny this?
Okay, one, as her son, I cannot confirm or deny this. And two, I'm trying to figure out, who in the hell would know what my mom's favorite candy bar is?
we
That
have
would be
sources.
in your...
Hey, we've infiltrated the family.
We have
okay?
sources. You've got leaks. You
Well,
think that
you infiltrated the neighborhood last time, and and
That's
nothing
right.
came from that.
Yeah.
That was just a bunch of malarkey, is what it was.
I'll tell you right now, the call's coming from inside the house. We've got sources. You've been infiltrated.
This is an inside job.
This is an inside job, and quite frankly, we're disturbed that your mom's favorite candy bar is the Big Hunk.
Was she trying to lose a filling or something
Exactly.
like that?
Thank you.
The Big Hunk, I believe that is some sort of industrial spackle that's masquerading as a candy bar. There's no way that's number
the
one.
The only thing that candy bar is good for is getting stuff out that's stuck between your teeth.
Yes. The thing is rough.
What's your favorite candy bar?
I'm trying to. My favorite candy bar? Okay. Ooh, didn't we just do this segment a couple weeks ago where did we rank candy bars?
I don't think so.
What did we
Not that I
do?
know of.
We didn't.
You ranked
We
meats.
did some list.
You guys ranked meats.
We did rank
Meat.
meats.
That's what it was. We ranked cuts of meat.
Mhm.
I get those compelling segments mixed up. Okay, let's see. 100 grand is going to be in there.
100 grand's a delightful and underrated candy bar.
It is. God, I'm struggling here. Reese's peanut butter cups are going to be in there. But not Reese's Pieces. Absolutely not.
Really? You don't like the Reese's Pieces?
No, I don't. The top of my list is going to be a peanut M&M. I mean, it's just
Nice.
that's
It's classic.
that's like, yeah, it's like a session. It's sessionable, right?
Yeah.
You can just sit down there and just like go through handful after handful of just quality peanut M&M.
Yeah. And they're
what else am I
dangerous because
missing?
you can eat like 9 bags of them.
Yeah. What am I missing here?
Well, you got Snickers, Butterfinger,
yeah,
very popular.
Yeah.
You got the
I feel
Milky
like
Way.
I did
You
this
got the
list
Twix.
a little while. Yeah.
Kit Kat.
The
Kit Kat.
Yeah. Where does Red Rope fall on your list?
That's not a candy bar. That's a candy.
All right, top candies. Is
Well,
Red Rope?
so does the Reese's peanut butter
Yeah,
cups.
it's borderline. It's pushing because you could make that. They make a Reese's peanut butter cup in a bar form.
That's a candy cylinder or
Yeah,
a candy sphere
it's
as
the
opposed to a
same.
candy bar.
It's the same thing, but we're getting into like even M&M's is pushing it, but now we're getting into Skittle territory, and now you're not talking candy bars. Now you're just talking candy.
If I may nominate a candy
Mm-hmm.
that I believe is one of the most delicious on this world Earth planet, may I offer you the gummy worm?
Oh, so why would I get a gummy worm when I can eat a gummy bear?
I just love gummy worms. I
So
absolutely
here's
love
the
them.
real question: Haribo or Albanese?
No, there's only one gummy bear. And believe me, this has turned almost into a defining moment in my household because my sweetheart, who I love dearly but has crappy tastes, insists that the Haribo is not the goat of gummy bears, and it's the only gummy bear that matters. It's the only one. That stupid Alpen, whatever that thing is, that's a trash ass gummy bear. Get it out of here.
They taste very different.
Yeah, it sucks.
They're completely different texture,
Yeah.
completely different flavors.
Yeah, it's Bush. It's Bush League. It's amateur hour.
I
and
will
she
say though,
insists.
and I'm generally team Haribo. You can get stale Haribo. You can. Whereas you're not going to get a stale Albanese, and it has to do with the texture. It has to do with the squishable texture that is baseline of Albanese is like super squishable, right?
Yeah.
And I like a little bit more of the firm Haribo, but they can be stale. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, you're not gonna. I'm offended when anyone thinks that. Don't even get me started on the Black Forest. No, it's the Haribo or
No,
it's
I don't
nothing.
even-
Get out of here.
Black Forest, yeah, that doesn't. No, they don't count.
No, I don't care.
They're like,
It's right out.
yeah.
It's like saying that you like Twizzlers. Get out of here, you baby eater.
Oh
Twizzlers.
God, Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Why would you have a Twizzler when you could have a red vine?
Thank you.
That's the
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the same. I feel the same way. I take very strong. I have a much stronger stance when it comes to that than I do my chocolate candy bars. I'm open to some leeway there, but don't get me started on gummy bears and licorice. Twizzlers.
Where are you on the Hershey's bar?
Specifically, just the Hershey's.
Yeah, you just the plain.
Just like the bar,
Yep.
just the straight chocolate. I mean, if you're making s'mores, great.
Okay.
You know, it's thin, it's meltable. But if you've had a few pops in the evening and you're sitting there and it's like, God, I really want to eat something that I probably shouldn't. It's in the closet. It's like, yeah, cool. It's accessible, but I'm not going to go search it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's fair.
Someone texted our show and they said that your new jingle, it's not a jingle, your theme song that you created has a Ben Folds feel to it, and that's a great call. It does.
Wow, I could totally hear that.
Yeah,
It's a
and
great
Ben
compliment.
Folds is it is a great compliment because Ben Folds is absolutely fantastic.
And it's, you know what? I think part of what makes it like Ben Folds-ish is the fact that I think my voice cracks on like one of like the times where I'm like trying to get to the other note where it's like I can't really hold a tune. Like I could play my way through the music, but I'm not I can't sing, but like it does have kind of that Ben Folds
Yeah.
quality. I could hear that.
You should have been a
all right,
musician.
fair enough.
A professional musician.
It's a warmth and humanity to your voice. I like it.
Yeah, and Ben Folds has a
Warmth and
little.
humanity.
He's a little funny too. You know, he has little bits.
It's got bits up there on stage.
All right. Shall we talk about something of substance outside of your mom liking big hunks?
Yes, I'm gonna have to confirm that. I'm gonna text her when we get off. I'm gonna have to
Please do.
confirm whether or not this is true because
Tell her we're a little disappointed.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna talk of something of substance. What are we talking about?
Well, we're going to talk about Oregon football. And
Okay. Didn't
as
we do
it,
that last week?
well, I don't know. That's why you're on here, isn't it?
Oh, I thought I was here to sing.
Yeah, let's do that.
Two things can be true.
Yeah. It could be both and. It doesn't have to be a but. It could be an and.
We're yes-anding right now. We're improving.
Now, this may
Moving
be
this
a
along.
question I ask you each week. I don't know. We'll see how things go because it could be different each week. But what is, as we sit here today, what is Joey Harrington's biggest concern for Oregon football at this very moment? That's going to be the first
Do
question.
you want my answer at this moment, or are we going to
No.
tease this and come back after the break?
No, we need you to go
Tease.
text your mom about the big hunk. We'll come back and we're going to talk a little Oregon football. If you're just
Sources.
tuning in, sources close to us
Yeah.
from inside the Harrington family are saying that Joey's mom's favorite candy bar is the big hunk.
And we're all judging.
Well, so is this actually inside? I gotta know. Is this inside the family?
It's
Like
close.
inside, or are we?
No, it's close. I mean, it's
I don't know how much closer we
As
could get.
close as you could get.
it's close. That's all we can tell you. We can't reveal our sources, Joey, but it's close. It's inside the house.
I think he's a little worried.
Yeah. Well, I would be too if
I am
I
a
was
little bit.
exposing my mother as a fan of the Big Hunk Bar. I mean, my God.
I mean, kind of, we have an image to uphold here. Like, this
Seriously.
is-
I mean, come on.
Hey, real quick before we get to football, Ben, I was thinking about Ben Folds.
yeah.
I love how
You're a pianist.
before we get to football, I talk about Ben Folds.
If you had to
What'd you
do,
call me?
you're a pianist. If you had to
Okay.
dueling pianos with any other pianist, who would you choose?
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Because I think Ben
Just
Folds would
kinda
be
like-
a lot of fun.
He would be a lot of
Oh, he's
fun.
awesome, dude. You need to brush
Yeah.
up on Ben Folds. He's great. Like you could choose a Billy Joel. You could choose a classical pianist.
That's the obvious answer. Is like you go to a Billy Joel because that would be, or an Elton John because they'd be fun. Yeah.
You
That
played
was-
with John
there's
Parker?
there's a story time. That's what I was gonna say. There's a story time. Is when I got to Detroit, I got through the lines somehow. This was like when I first got there. They're like, hey, there's this guy. His name is Bob Birch, and he says he's the bass player for Elton John, and he wants to know if you can wear your jersey on stage tonight. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, here's the phone number, and call him up. And so I was like, all right. So this guy named Bob, he was Elton's bass player for like 25 years, and he was from Detroit. And he's like, I'd just really love to invite you guys to the concert, and I'd be honored if I could wear your jersey. I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
So we were sitting on the edge of the stage when Billy Joel and Elton John were doing the dueling pianos back and forth. And I was like, dude, this is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
So
I
I've
would
seen
say so.
that, and that's probably what I would say is I would want to be part of that.
That's awesome.
That would be awesome. I was going to say maybe an outside if you want like a kind of a dark horse, and it's actually Billy Joel's hero, Ray Charles, would be pretty stinking
Ooh,
cool.
Yeah.
Ray Charles, but see now we're getting like, what are we going for? Are we going for like who is the best
Yeah.
piano player? Like, what are we like? Then I'm going for like Herbie Hancock.
Yeah.
But Herbie Hancock would blow me out of the water. If we're going for the most fun, like maybe it's Ben Folds. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Interesting
Well,
question. Caught me off
That's a
guard with
cool.
that one.
Getting
All
to
right.
be on stage and watching Billy and Elton go at it while they were like do each other. I went to a couple of those concerts. Dude, that's an all timer though. That's an all timer.
Two very different styles.
We were sitting like off the edge, so the pianos were back to back, and we were far, like just out of reach of the back of Elton John, and you could see Billy's head over the top of his piano, and then all of a sudden, like he crawls up on top when Elton is playing, and he starts like crawling at him like, you know, he's the Sex Panther from Odeon. And I was like, good God, like what is going on here? And I was like, this is your welcome to this world kind of moment. And I was like, you know, just off the edge, just outside of that little, you know, it wasn't quite the piano threesome that
Meow.
we'd all hope for.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're careening toward football season. It won't be long. What, and I may ask you this multiple times over the next couple of weeks just to see if things change, but what is your biggest concern regarding Oregon football as it stands right now today?
What is my biggest what? You just cut out, sorry.
Concern for the
Concernicus.
upcoming season.
Concern. Youth.
Mm.
I can see that. Quarterback.
Wide receiver.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not so, you know, we're going to get Noah back, but, you know, is he going to play over, you know, a couple of the transfer, like, and I know that's not the, let's say we're beyond the, you know, the freshmen and sophomores play and have meaningful impacts now, but I don't know, when you've had the type of quarterback play that Oregon has over the last, is it 3 seasons now? It's going to be different. It doesn't mean that's going to be bad. And it doesn't mean that it can't be explosive. It doesn't mean that it can't win games with it. It's my guess is it's going to be a little bit less consistent than what we've seen from truly like two of the most efficient quarterbacks that Oregon has ever had.
How young are they? Do we have any numbers on Oregon? I just mean in general. Like,
No, but I mean the three linemen that the line is very veteran because the two tackles you brought in. In fact, I think Pregnon too. I think all the linemen you brought in are at least juniors. I actually think they're all seniors.
But see, I'm also thinking wide receiver. I'm thinking of DeCorian Moore. Like
the
like
wideouts are
there's
young, the
some
tight ends are young.
Yeah.
The backs are experienced, and the defensive side of the ball, you've got some youth. So it's kind of a mixed, it's a mixed bag. But your quarterback and your receivers and your skill position groups, for the most part, outside of running backs, you're gonna have a lot of youth, and you're gonna need youth to kind of be the focal point of it.
Yeah, which, you know, in an age when, you know, you've got seniors transferring to new schools, that's not going to necessarily be to our benefit, especially at the beginning of the season.
so it just looks like it just looks more inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, again, my point is I expect, you know, whoever it is playing quarterback. I mean, I think we all assume that it's going to be Dante, but whoever it is, we expect them to play well. I mean, they're all highly recruited, you know, players who've shown that they can play the game. But I think it's just going to be a little bit less consistent than it has been with Bo and Dylan. Which, I mean, again, like what's your point? What's your measuring stick? You know, your measuring stick is a guy who broke the completion percentage record in college football, and the other guy was what, you know, the winningest quarterback in the history of college football, or had played more. Like our level of comparison at Oregon over the last 2 years is pretty ridiculous. However, and they're still going to be compared to that.
I would expect the offense to come out. I think they're going to be more run heavy. You got everyone, like I said, every one of your linemen, it is all those guys, the transfers you brought in were seniors. Poncho's a junior, Bedford's a senior. You're just going to come out. I think you're going to ram it down people's throats and then try to ease more into it a little bit. And you got a freak in a tight end in Sadiq, who is young but has played. I think he goes in as I think this is actually his third year in the program. So yeah, I just think you're going to see maybe a more of a rugged physical. And look, it's not like Oregon. Everyone always talks about Oregon throwing the ball around. This has always been a you know, it would laugh when you say it's a finesse team.
Even in Chips days, it was run heavy.
They run the ball, and I think there will be an emphasis on that. And then, you know, you take some shots, and, you know, actually kind of looking through the two deep. It really is a veteran. There are position groups, and there's gonna, like, DeCorian Moore is a freshman. You're gonna need him to be big, right? Dante Moore, sophomore. You're gonna
especially because I think because we lost Evan Stewart, right? So Stewart's out. You're gonna have to have young wide receivers making big plays from a young quarterback.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of young depth on the defense, but most of the starters on the defensive side of the ball, even some of the new guys that are kind of playing bigger roles, they've been there. I think this is more of this is the fourth year of Dan Lanning in that recruiting cycle, and so the transfer portal is great. You rebuild the offensive line with it. You went out and got Hughes at the running back position, but I think this year you're going to see more of the homegrown talent as the backups that are freshmen and sophomores, but the guys that are sophomores and juniors that are starting now, it's more of this cycle of Dan Lanning's guys that are kind of growing up.
All right. You think you feel good about 4-0 going into the Penn State game?
Yes.
Oh,
Do
for
you?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to cruise.
Watch out for my Bobcats.
into Penn State.
That's a good team. All right, let us know what Mom says, because we're going to need to.
I know. I just checked my text messages and she hasn't responded yet.
Yeah,
Should
well,
I be worried?
the olds don't. Nah, you know how they
Yeah,
are.
she's busy. She's playing.
She's probably in the garden.
playing Scrabble or something.
No, she's playing pickleball is what she's doing.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah. Pickleball wizard is
Are
what
you
she
into
is.
pickleball?
I'll play with her, but I wouldn't choose to do it.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather play golf.
Hell yeah. A real sport.
hell yeah, that's
A man's sport.
hell yeah,
There
that's
you
some
go.
good sports.
All right, have a good weekend, okay? Enjoy your time out there.
Yeah, we will. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Joey Harrington, he played quarterback.
Yeah.
Much like myself,
Before the knee injury,
both at a high level.
I never played quarterback, unfortunately.
His segment's brought to you by Mods PDX. The future of building is here.